InputMapper will be going ad-free in the near future. So basically, you guys have probably noticed donations have started to wean out. The consoles, the PlayStation 4 console is starting to get towards the end of its life cycle. Not as many new people are picking up DualShock 4s. Therefore, not as many people are experimenting with using it on a computer. We're at the end of that life cycle, so donations are starting to wean out. But the good thing is that the website has been around long enough that it's starting to pick up its own traction. Especially stuff like the forum and all that have started to generate enough traffic to it where the actual advertisements on the website itself are more than enough to sustain it now. So that in mind, it seems like it's probably about the right time to make the switch to translate InputMapper to be completely ad-free as far as the program is concerned. 1.7, that's easy enough to do. I can just get rid of the ad units that are in there. 1.6 is a little harder to do since the code is locked in on that. I'm not doing any code updates anymore. What I can do is the actual server side that it connects to when you're trying to log in and all that stuff that returns, account information to tell the program like what your donation status and everything is. What I can do is I can transform that to always return a donor status when you log in. And as a matter of fact, if I'm going to go that far, I might just make it return that for any attempted login as well. So you don't even actually have to have an account. You could put in fictitious stuff and it would return back and say, yeah, that's a good account, it's a donor account. So that's how I would handle it with like 1.6, and that would probably work back to if anybody's still using 1.5. Oops, sorry. I should remember to mute that. But yeah, that's how 1.5 would work, 1.6 as well. Like I said, 1.7, I'm just going to get rid of the ad units, but there is still going to be a login functionality because a lot of the features that I'm still thinking of doing that are like, website integrated, stuff like that, like cloud profiles, being able to share profiles with people. That is all going to require an account. And since it's going to leverage some of the website or something to get those advanced features like sharing or downloading profiles or something like that, I might even ask for that to require a donor account. So the goal is all the features that are available right now would be ad-free to everybody, no donation needed. Some of the more advanced stuff that I'm thinking of, like I said, cloud functionality, I think I might put that behind a donation wall, simply because the donations are really to support the site, and the cloud functionality is what's really going to be leveraging the site that needs to be supported. So it seems fitting that those two get tied together. But basically, I've started working on it. What I really want to do is on the website, people will be able to, the different various games and all that stuff. Games like FIFA, I only have a couple in here for testing. But we'll be able to have our own data tied to the games that'll help people out. Like FIFA is a notorious one for requiring exclusive mode. So, in here we'll have warnings and all that stuff about exclusive mode. Excuse me. As well as, some detailed help and, how to enable and get exclusive mode, stuff like that. The other, functionality other than being able to provide, some help and all that stuff with game-specific issues would be that people, like I said, would be able to share and upload profiles to the cloud. So this is another functionality that's being worked on here, and people can go in and grab these profiles and load them directly into InputMapper, vote on the various profiles, etc., etc. still a lot more functionality needs to be flushed out. Right now I'm just kind of blocking out the basics and getting the communication between the website and the game and all that stuff working. But yeah, there's a lot more to go. I'm also still finalizing, talking to the guys over at Giant Bomb and all that stuff, because some of the raw like game data, like making sure that the games that people are trying to create on the website are actually games, and to tie it to a already structured and existing database, so we don't end up with like a bunch of duplicates and misspellings and all that crazy stuff that happens when you give users free reign over databases. Excuse me for a second here. There we go. Yeah, but basically I'm working with Giant Bomb to make sure that, we're okay with using all this data and all that stuff. So they do have a public API, so it's not like we're scraping or anything. I just want to make sure that for our use that, we're giving them the correct credits and all that stuff we're due. So excuse me, guys. Sorry. But yeah, that's it. I just wanted to give you guys all a heads up. The other stuff that has been basically pretty much back end, having to do with this, having to do with another project that I've been working on. Like I said, Stat Screen is something that's coming on the side as well. There's a couple other small little things that I'm working on that really ain't worth mentioning. So I will keep you guys in the loop. I will try to get back to doing more regular updates, especially since there are some, changes in the pipe and all that stuff, and things in the program will be changing, and, people will probably have questions about all this ad-free stuff. I don't really have a time frame yet. I still got to test a couple things to make sure it's all actually going to work. But, probably within the next couple weeks or something, I will know either, whether or not the way I want to do it is possible, or, if not that, then I might even already have it in place. So I'll let you guys know. That's about it for this week. Y'all have a good one.